vaping with the Ohmies. 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 Welcome everybody, welcome to the show. Let me introduce you to some dudes in case you don't know. First we got Aziz all the way from Kuwait. Always got a point when it's time for debate. Oh my Lanta, some call him Dan. Got the dad jokes in the palm of his hand. Boom Sauce McNasty got his eyes on the news. Got his ear to the streets and he's down for the crew. Next up is Clown, the DIY king. Got a juice line and some coils that sing. Then there's a bear who's smarter than average. Quick with a wit, his name Vapor Swaggins. Then there's the homie, we know him as Frames. And too many guests to remember the names. Together they make up this killer vape panel. So hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Vaping with the Ohmies. 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 Vaping with the Ohmies.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Vaping with the Ohmies. What's in the news, Poon Sauce? Alright guys, it's that time for Dan's dad joke of the week.
What is going on, Ohmies? Welcome back. Episode 40. Can you believe it? 40 episodes already, guys. We're coming up to that season finale. It's just around the corner, May the 4th.
Welcome back.
Oh shit, sorry.
I thought that was me for a second. Who forgot to
That was
mute?
me.
So, of course, as you guys can see, we have a very special guest joining us tonight. We have OJ Modz in the house, aka Oscar. Thank you so much for coming and joining us tonight.
Thanks so much. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So, of course, if you guys have not checked him out, go check him out over on Instagram, OJ Modz. He does some fantastic, like, stab wood and resin, like, handcrafted mods, guys. Like, there ain't no machines going on with this. He's doing it all by hand, and he makes some absolutely beautiful, beautiful mods. But we're going to do things a little bit different today. We're probably just going to be skipping the buffets. We might touch them a little bit here at the end, but we only have Oscar for just a little bit here, and we don't want to, run through the show and not get a chance to talk to him. So that's pretty much what we're going to do right now. So Liv did drop his links down there in the chat for you guys if you guys want to go check him out and stuff like that. But one of my questions, Oscar, this is something that we ask all of our guests, and this will kind of get us into, some of the other things, OJ Modz. But like, what brought you to vaping? Like, how was it that you found vaping? Was it like something your friend showed you or a family member, or is it something you just found on your own?
Okay. Yeah. Well, I started vaping probably in 2012.
Okay.
And I know a lot of people, and I know a lot of old people, all retired Canadians.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to look at them, and the ones that used to smoke or kept smoking, they were like all very slow and I don't know, like felt like sick,
Yeah.
And I look at all the people, all the Canadians that didn't smoke or quit smoking young, and they were like, I know, really good shape. So I was like, okay, I want to be like that. I don't want to look like all the other ones, right?
Yeah.
So I started looking for something to quit smoking. I tried with gums and tried with some stuff until I found vaping about 8 years ago, maybe.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I think that's something we all kind of, saw that in the back of our heads, especially like someone like me who has older family members who've smoked most of their life. and stuff like that, and kind of seeing some of the struggles that they've gone through. That's kind of cool that you saw that and you're like, you know what, these guys over here are doing it right. You know what I mean? They're not smoking. They're healthy. You know what I mean? They're moving around. These guys over here, not so much. So let me go down that path. So that's pretty cool, man. And so from what I understand, it seems like you just researched it on your own and just kind of, stumble upon it yourself, which is kind of cool because most of the people's stories we have, either someone's introduced it to them, like, hey, have you tried vaping or something like that? Because, that's how I quit smoking. My mom actually showed me vaping, and that's how I ultimately started. So big shout outs to Mama Janklin out there. But yeah, that's really cool, man. So now, like, of course, 2012, that's back in the early days, you know what I mean? It's only been around for a few years, of course. Now we're 2020, 8 years later. And I don't know if you guys out there have ever seen his Instagram, but you make some pretty beautiful mods. Now, like, what kind of got you into that aspect of it? Was it just, seeing certain devices and then you'd be like, man, I want this to be cooler? Or was it just something that, was just like, I want to try to make my own? Or like, how did that happen?
Oh, well, how can I say it? I don't know, it was 2015. And I was like, you all remember all the mods, and if you drop a mod, well, you used to drop a mod, that was it, right?
Yeah.
So you needed to get a new one, and a Chinese one. That's what we got here, all Chinese stuff. So I was like really tired of that. So I said, okay, I'm gonna build my mod. So that's how it started. I built my mod for me, and a friend of mine told me, hey, I want a mod, and another friend. So I was like, okay, let's get it. And I started with aluminum boxes. Then I saw that there was a guy here in Mexico trying to do the same. So like, okay, let's try wood. I've never worked with wood in my life, so let's get some machines. Let's get some wood. So I started wood, and well, after that, I started some research online and watch all stabilized wood. So I was like, okay, how can I do it? I started research. In Mexico, you don't get any of that stuff. So I had to go to the United States, get all the stuff, bring it here, get all the cactus juice, all the cool wood, because we have great wood here in Mexico, but you cannot stabilize Mexican wood because it's full of resin. Yeah, it's really hard. You have to get some maple borals or some buckeye borals, some stuff from Russia, from the United States. Here in Mexico, you cannot stabilize the Mexican wood.
Okay.
So it's really hard. So all the wood that you see on the mods, I import that wood,
Okay, that's all important.
The cactus juice, you have to import it from Texas. So
do you pour all the resin yourself? Because I know you have some mods that are like mixed with resin and wood.
Yes, I'm getting there. So I was like, okay, I need to stabilize my wood, and I started doing that. After that, I was like, okay, I want to cast my own resin. So like, okay, what do I need? Okay, I need a vacuum chamber. I need a pressure chamber. Okay, research, went to the United States, get all my stuff, brought it back here. So now I cast resin. And that's how it happened, You try to make something different, something unique, because Mods is unique. You're not going to see the same exact piece.
Yeah,
it's really hard to make it. So,
and this is something we were kind of talking about a little bit before the show. It's just like, how do you come up with like the design of your mod or like the shape of it? Like, how is that something that comes to happen?
well, when I'm working on the blog, the ideas just come up. Like, okay, let's do this. Let's try this. Okay, let's risk it. Maybe you can break it. Maybe I don't know, something could happen. And just go with the flow, Sometimes I don't know if you want one mod and you tell me, yeah, I want red wood with some blue resin, so I make your block. And then you tell me I want it with a kind of grip for my fingers, and I want it like this thick or for 28 or 30 millimeters or something like that. So I follow that steps, and sometimes that's really nice because people tell me, you do whatever you feel.
Yeah.
I just want a mod with these colors. The shape you want. Okay, so it's good. And that's really, really comforting,
Yeah, I could definitely see it being more difficult when like someone's like giving you more of an exact, image of what they want compared to you just, giving you like a palette, like a color palette to work with, and then you kind of just going on and making your own, art, because that's pretty much what these are. You know what I mean? Any of these handmade or resin, mods, especially like what you're doing, where you're literally crafting all of it by hand. You're shaping them by hand. You know what I mean? Like there goes a lot of time and sweat into that, and you can tell that you're passionate about what you're doing just based off the quality of the finish on your mods, and just like how nice the curves are. And it's just really cool to kind of sit here and talk to you and kind of learn your process. You just like you said, you just kind of let them speak to you, and like and as it goes, it's how you kind of build to it.
I appreciate it.
So what about you guys? You guys have any questions for OJ or for Oscar here?
I don't know. He got a lot of the bases covered.
Yeah.
And I lost it, so give me a minute.
Like,
Crap.
I don't know. I guess it's more like a generalized question, but like the vape scene, is it thriving pretty good over there? Or I like follow some of the Mexican reviewers, but even then, like I don't get like a good spectrum of how vaping is doing out there.
Vaping is great here, it's really big.
Do you guys have any stupid laws like we do here?
We actually, it's forbidden.
Really?
Yeah, the law forbids it, but the Supreme Court says no, it's legal. So, but we have to fight against that law.
Yeah.
The Supreme Court says it's legal, so you can sell it, you can buy it, you can import it, export it, whatever. But the law says not. So the law is gonna, let's say the health department.
Yeah.
It's gonna take all your stuff and give you a really, really big fine and all the stuff. Then you have to fight. So it takes months to do it. But the Supreme Court said it's legal. So we're kind of underground,
Okay.
So when I ship outside, I ship like handcraft stuff, and Infinite Mods I send it like motorcycle stuff,
Yeah. It's actually how a lot of like these smaller modders, that's how they tend to ship out their products, because like either similar to you, either the laws where they're at may not allow it or something like that, or even just to even get it into certain states, because certain states you can't even or not states but countries, you can't even import certain things from certain places.
I know.
So that's kind of cool to kind of hear you say that, because I get stuff all the time from like China or here or there, and it says like bike parts or metal fittings or something completely other than what's in the package. I know what's in the package, but
They're called loopholes, and we use them to our advantage.
oh, we actually got a question here from chat. Says, how much innovation do you feel is left in vaping in regards to mods? Or do you feel that now things have plateaued?
Innovation, probably, I don't know. I believe everything is already made,
Mm-hmm.
It's really hard to come up with something really, really like different.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Probably
that
a
one's hard.
coilless mod, something like that.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. That would be crazy.
I wouldn't know how could that work.
I don't
I
know.
have no idea.
I mean,
But
that's
I believe everything's invented.
Yeah.
So
What was
you
that
have-
thing that came out last year? It was like a coilless mod. It was like,
It's something with vibrations or something
yeah.
like that.
it was really
I
weird.
forgot who it was by.
Sauna Sig or some shit like that.
Sonicig, I think.
But yeah, kind of going along with that, it is kind of like hard, when it comes down to mod innovation, you know what I mean? Other than, shape and, size and that sort of thing, like, it's really hard, you know what I mean? Like, you'd really have to sit down and think about it, because, there's things coming from, there's all kinds of these constant contacts out now, side fire is a big thing now, 18350s, like all these different things. I think it's just someone just taking the time to sit down and think of something outside of the box. I think that's kind of where it needs to go, think something that hasn't been done that might be able to, we might be able to incorporate or something. I don't know. It'd be cool to see what happens.
What I think's gonna happen, like every day we have more and more people switching to vaping,
Mm-hmm.
which means more and more people with different ideas. that see things differently. Everyone that's in it right now, you keep seeing the same old thing because that's what you're used to. I mean, not everyone, you know what I mean? You had TVC come out with the top side, which
Yeah.
was squawking with filling at the top, which was like, whoa, this is different. I just think it's going to take more new people coming in and people that tinker with things and are going to figure
Fresh eyes.
out. Fresh eyes.
Yeah.
Someone, you look at the same problem so long you can't figure it out, bring in a set of fresh eyes and they figure stuff out. So
Oh, here's something that maybe not a whole lot of other people out there know, but you're also pretty closely involved with Infinite Modz. You know, the guys that are responsible for like the Hyperion or like the Pegasus and stuff like that. Like, how did that come about? Like, you kind of working with Infinite Modz?
Actually, Infinite Modz is my other brand.
Okay,
So I got both.
that's awesome, man.
OJ Modz handmade, and Infinite Modz, well, CNC and big machines and all stuff. But I still make the blocks for the sleeves, like.
Yeah, I've actually been in talks with you back and forth. I've got a green one coming for this one that I'm pretty excited about. I'm hoping it should be here soon. But like when I saw this mod, pop up on Instagram, I was instantly drawn in by it because I've seen the grip and a couple of these other like side fire mechanical mods, but like when this came out, I just loved the simple look of it with that resin to be able to kind of break it up a little bit and add a little pop of color. Because like with me, I really like matching my setups, with like being able to put a drip tip on that's gonna match whatever color the mod is and that sort of thing. So seeing that you came out with a not only a really classy looking mechanical mod, but one that performs. Like I haven't done a video on this yet. It's coming very soon, guys. Stay tuned. But it just performs very well as well. And what kind of brought you to the idea to come out with something like this over what you've previously done with OJ Modz?
Well, the industry is changing a lot.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people is paying a lot for mods, and a lot of people is not. So you have to do something different. So it's kind of cheaper to make this kind of mods.
Yeah.
Than an OJ mods, right? It's kind of cheaper and it's faster, and you can make a lot of pieces at the same time. So that was the first idea to evolve. And the side fire was because working with wood and resin with cold water has damaged my hands a lot. Okay. So pressing the button here, it really hurts. So like, okay, something that I don't have to use my fingers, something I can just grip,
Yeah.
And that was why Hyperion was like this. And for 21700s, because I like to vape like 0.8 ohms, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So you need a big battery for that, a good one.
Definitely, man. And I was very excited to see that when this dropped, especially to see that I was able to grab up one of these Turk edition ones. Shout outs to my man Ashton from Palmer's Powders, because he was the one that was able to let me get my hands on this thing. And dude, I was honestly just pleasantly surprised by this mod when I got it in, just because I've had a few side fire mechanical mods before, but I've never had something from that was like designed and made in Mexico. I was very curious to see what the scene was down there, because I've had mods from I've tried I have the El Thunder from like Russia. I've had mods from America, some Chinese ones, and I like trying different things and seeing what the scene's like in different areas. So I was very curious to grab up one of these and check it out. And it's a different take on something that I've seen before, but like the way it's done is so simple. You know what I mean? It's like there's nothing like, it's not like to like figure out how this works. It's just such an easy and simple mechanism, but I don't know, man. It kind of just blows me away because something so simple can perform so well.
It's the materials,
Yeah.
We use the best materials we can. The copper ones are 99% pure copper. Brass is 75-25 or 80-20. So it's almost naval brass. The aluminum is really, really nice quality. This Taurus has this thick copper contacts.
Yeah.
on the top has a really thick, like 4 millimeters contact, pure copper. So we're using really, really nice quality materials.
Absolutely. Now, see, like that mod right there, that's something a little bit new, something newer from OJ, isn't it?
This one is new. It's totally new. Well, it's not. We haven't released it yet. So
That one, I'm very interested in seeing that one.
First look.
Look at that.
She's a beaut.
And show us the switch for it too. Pretty.
Got that side fire. Very nice. I like how you kind of kept the same sort of like firing bar as, you know, the Hyperion with that same sort of look.
Same.
I love it, man, because
We just twist it.
okay.
Nice.
Yeah, you
Instead of doing it
like
for a lot of
Hyperion?
okay. Yeah.
Very nice. So that's kind of cool too, because like, say if you have, you know, multiple mods, would you be able to like change those out? Like if you had like say I wanted to maybe put a brass firing bar on there to kind of break it up or something like that, would you be able to change them over?
You can do that, but you will have to sand the little. I don't know if you can see this little thing.
Oh, okay.
You have to sand it because this contact is flat, totally flat.
Okay.
This contact is totally flat, so you get great conduction there.
Got you. Well, I'm very curious to see, you know, that one, you know, maybe a little bit closer in person, because I love the wood grain that you've got going on with that, and I'm very curious to, you know, even just check it out and see how it operates. Just because I love the Hyperion, to see something like that. Now is that parallel? Is that dual battery?
Yes, dual parallel 21700.
Ooh, see, that's right up my alley, man. That is right up my alley. I'm definitely gonna have to keep an eye out for that.
Up in here.
Are you going to be doing stuff like that with more of like the resin and stab wood as well?
Yeah, actually, I have some.
Oh no.
It's gonna be wood and some hybrids and some resin.
And say bye-bye to Corey's tax money.
Let me show you some. Actually, here is some coffee beans.
Oh, what?
Look at that.
Dude,
Those are sick.
Nick Garrity.
Look at
Oh.
that green.
Oh, that one's speaking to me already.
The green one in the
James-
back, James.
Yeah,
James
dude.
just filled the cup.
Oh man.
Yeah, so yeah, we're making. Well, we work with wood, right? So wood and resin. So why not make really really nice blocks for taros?
Oh yeah.
Oh, mama. Holy.
Yeah, let me try to.
Yeah.
This one is super blue, beautiful.
Oh,
Look at that. That's crazy.
the colors, man. That's
Blue
insane.
one, and
You
the
know,
blue one
like,
glows.
It glows.
like-
Beautiful.
Oh man. Are you guys seeing this out there in chat? Are you guys seeing this stuff? How amazing these blocks are. And if you guys have not checked out OJ Modz and you are looking for a nice, you know,
I
just
tell you, yeah.
Oh,
I
my
tell
God,
you what,
man.
when you're taking a Voop and you're not on Instagram looking at OJ Mod's Instagram page, you're doing something wrong.
I'm
That's
right
what
there
I-
with you, Rescued.
I appreciate it. Let me. I don't know if you've seen Pegasus as well.
Yes, I have seen the Pegasus. Our buddy Ashton from Palmer's Powders coded quite a few of those not too long ago. And
Yeah, Palmer's powders. Well, he's amazing. I never keep any mods. I don't have any. Well, I didn't have any mod yet, but Palmer coated this one for me.
oh man, look at that. Yeah,
And I kept it. You know.
That's got that Palmer's touch, man, and you could tell Ashton coded that.
So this is mine. So that's the only mod I really own. You know?
That's awesome.
And this is full copper, 99% pure copper.
That's beautiful.
That's crazy.
Beautiful.
What's the diameter of that one?
Diameter on top we have 28 and 30 millimeters.
Okay.
We have
21,700?
21,700.
Nice. That's
Sick.
Yeah, Pegasus really,
Can,
really nice.
Now, Corey's favorite question: is it stackable?
Oh, wait.
Oh man. Oh man.
How big his eyes got.
Oh, Corey, I just got you in
Oh,
trouble.
dude.
Oh, shit.
A
Corey,
Pegasus stack right there,
Corey, bro.
Corey. Look at that, dude.
Yeah, we got stacks here.
Just made Corey cry.
We just spent all of Corey's money for the next year in like
Yeah.
30 minutes. This is awesome.
Yeah,
Now,
we have stack. We have
now where
stacks on brass and aluminum.
Where can we find these at for purchase?
InfiniteMods.com.
All right, you
Yes.
guys heard it. They all left the show, and they're all over on InfiniteMods.com right now.
Yeah, and if
Or you
you're
can't even make eye
all our
contact
chat.
anymore.
I gotta breathe.
Corey, you're doing a show. You can oogle later. Just stay here.
we got some
We have
people.
a stack Hyperion as well.
Oh snap!
Well, let me show you.
You guys are just getting to see all the goodies right now.
Right?
I didn't even know they stacked. I said that as a joke.
Yeah, I didn't think so either, but apparently.
That's awesome, though.
Those are all just Hyperions. Just fitting right behind them. I love it.
That's Hyperion.
Oh, look at that one too.
Like kind of like a camo-y green. This is like an oh mother.
Oh, okay. Just screws right into the base, huh? Dude, that's awesome.
Wait, is that the same stack
See-
tube that went for that and went for
The
the
Pegasus?
Pegasus? So like they're interchangeable?
No. Well,
Oh, okay.
Pegasus is a little bit thicker.
Yeah,
Okay.
Look,
gotcha. That's cool.
Okay,
And
yeah.
I like that
It looks
too.
like-
What I like about those stacks is that you have it to where they screwing in from the bottom, so you can still hold it up higher towards the atomizer instead of having to hold it all the way down at the very bottom.
smash your
Yeah,
face,
like this.
smash
Yeah,
your face in.
and like hitting yourself in the face with it when you try to vape it. I really do like that about it. That's pretty
You
damn
break your
cool.
tooth.
If someone
You
comes
break
in,
your
you just
teeth.
fucking
Yeah.
hit them over the head with it.
should we expecting anything new coming with Infinite Mods soon?
Yes, Taurus is gonna be available really very soon.
Is that going to be released with Infinite Mods?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, there's Infinite Mods. Actually, you can see the logo here.
Okay.
Very nice.
And we're working on a bottom fire mod, actually.
Okay. Like a tube?
Like a tube, yes. We're working on that.
Very nice.
Nice.
Very, very, very soon. It's gonna be, well, I hope it's nice. We're working on the prototype yet, so.
Well, if it's like anything that I've seen from you guys as of yet, I'm sure it's going to be a pretty nice mod, man. Now you've got me wanting to go over on the site and look at some new shinies, because I might want to grab up one of those Pegasuses, man. Those things look pretty damn sweet.
I gotta
Pegasus
start
is-
saving up, man.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Pegasus is really beautiful. And in Middle East, wow, they're flying. Flying all Dubai, just Bahrain and Iraq and all this. Middle East, wow, flying like crazy.
Yeah, I have seen quite a few over in that area. You know, like when I'm scrolling through Instagram and stuff, and you see the posts of like the Pegasus mods and the Hyperions and stuff. A lot of them are over from that side of the world, and that's just crazy. You know, seeing that, you know, coming from Mexico, and then, you know, you've got a big presence over there in like the Middle East, and, you know, it's just really cool to kind of see that happen. You know what I mean? Seeing all these different countries kind of being all sort of involved with this vape community. And that's what I love about the vape community, is that we get to meet all these different people from all over the world. Like, if it wasn't for this, we wouldn't be sitting here, you know, talking to you, Oscar, and like getting to, you know, your story and how you got into, you know, making mods and all that stuff like that. It's a cool opportunity that we get to have, you know, sitting here and having these conversations with people.
Hold on.
Yeah,
So what
baby.
is-
Nice. I'm sorry.
They're talking about Corey touching himself right now, so I'm just gonna yell hand check right now, Corey.
Yeah, Corey, hands.
Okay, all right, just making
Hands are
sure,
clear. Hands are clear.
not touching
My
ourselves.
favorite comment was
during
the
stream.
vaping Irish. Oh, I've never seen Jar Jar so happy. I hate it. Make it stop.
I know where my tax money's going. Yeah.
Let's see.
To be young and
No kids
responsibility.
and shit.
Kids ruin everything. I just want to buy toys for myself.
Right? I
always
just want to
tell
buy
people, you
one
make
of
it to 30. Don't have kids.
I just want to buy one of every mod he just showed us right now.
Oscar, have you ever
Don't
heard of a
have kids.
layaway plan or installment payments? We'll talk.
Hold on.
I can get some vouchers in chat. I know.
That's awesome, man. I'm really stoked to see what you guys have coming.
Now, here's something that's a little bit different that we don't normally do, but I want to, see, Oscar, if there's any questions that you may have for, some of us. Seeing that, you're out there in Mexico, we're out here in the States, and, things are a little bit different with, how things work when it comes down to vaping regulations and stuff like that. Is there anything that you're curious about?
You know what? The first vape show in the United States we went was to the Dallas, to the vape showcase in Dallas.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I was at that one. I actually was hanging out in the Modders area too.
Yeah,
We probably ran past each other.
I wasn't at the Modders Gallery. I was just outside.
Okay.
But just outside. So that's where I met Viking Modz, for example.
Yeah.
They're beautiful, great people. Ryan and So after that, Atlanta and Las Vegas. We've been to a couple shows in Las Vegas. Next to Viking Modz, actually. And we met Travis from Dendro Modz.
Oh yeah,
nice,
Dendro.
yeah.
They make some beautiful pieces.
Those are the most beautiful mods I've ever seen. I told Travis, whenever you want to switch a mod, just let me know. I will never pay penny for a mod because I make them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to switch, I'll be more than pleased. Well, he hasn't responded, so I'm still waiting. But so we are in the with all the regulations in the United States and around the world, because when we're about to ship, we try to research some about that place so we can ship it as vape, or we have to ship it as different stuff,
Yeah.
So we are in that, all the flavor bans and all that stuff that really affected us, because we were working with a couple of shops there, one in New Jersey, and the flavor ban stopped everything. So
Yeah.
it was kind of hard to do that. All the pods are killing the industry. I said it when I first saw a pod, that this is going to destroy everything. 2 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, I feel like we
Yeah.
all kind of said that at one point, and then look at where we are now. It's been unfortunate that that's something that it's really unfortunate to hear. You know what I mean? Of course, we all know about a lot of things that have been happening, like in New Jersey, Massachusetts and stuff like that. To hear someone like yourself, was doing business with the shop in New Jersey, and through everything that happened, ultimately lost that that outlet for you guys to help you guys sell your mods here in the States. It just shows you guys that what happens here in the States does affect others around us, especially those that are trying to sell their products here, or vice versa. It's really sad to see.
Man.
Yeah.
Whatever happens in the United States affects us totally. And if the dollar comes up, affects us. If the dollar goes really down, affects us. So it's like really weird, and all the regulations there, and all the media and all that stuff. Well, when all the illegal THC stuff happened there.
Yeah.
Here in Mexico, the government, they released an inform or something like that, saying that vaping is killing people. Don't vape. Forbidden. So it's like, no, the CDC already said that it wasn't vaping, it was THC.
Yeah.
Some bad stuff.
And it just shows, and like when it comes down to that, like the CDC knew since September that it was these illicit THC cartridges that were causing these illnesses, and still waited, months before they ever come out and fully put out a statement. And in that meantime, like you're saying, all this false news is being spread, not only to us here in the States, but like you there in Mexico and whoever else, people out there in Australia, the same sort of situation. I've had conversations with people out there that, it directly affects, and that news travels so fast that the harm's already been done.
Exactly. It affected Australia. It affected Spain.
Please, no one listen to us on anything. Our fucking president thought that the Kansas City Chiefs were from Kansas. Okay? He's an idiot who doesn't even know his country. Don't listen to what he says. We know vaping's better. Let's just stick with it.
Apparently, he doesn't know there's 2 Kansas Cities.
Really?
I didn't know that. That was fun.
Yeah, I saw that this morning and I was dying. I was like, really, Trump? Really, dude?
Sad part is he got voted in. That's
Yeah.
the sad part in that.
It got deleted, but not before a lot of people screenshotted that shit.
That was all over
Internet
Instagram.
works like that.
So,
Well,
So,
go ahead, Corey.
Oscar, I know you got to go pick up the wife soon. So, is there anything you want to possibly, any kind of company or person you want to shout out before you kind of have to be on your way? I know we're running down on time with you. So,
yeah. First of all, Donnie from BDC Woodworking. Have you seen them?
I have, yeah.
Donnie is a great person. He's from Dallas, and he helped me a lot. I go to Dallas very often.
Uh-huh.
So every time I go, I visit him, and he showed me a lot of stuff about the wood, and he gave me a lot of wood. So sometimes when I go there, come back with a lot of wood from Donnie, and he showed me how to cast resin. So he taught me a lot. So that's my appreciation for him. Thanks so much, man. If you ever see this, thanks so much.
that's awesome.
And for Turk, Mike is a great guy. Met him in
Mike.
Spain at the Vape Expo Madrid. Great guy.
Absolutely.
Really nice guy. Thanks so much. And Dave from Vapors Cloud, nice guy.
They're
were
awesome
together
people.
at we were together at the Las Vegas show. It was really nice to be close to them and talk to them. And I actually got some of his RDS for the website. And
That's awesome, man.
really nice. I'm using it right now.
Oh yeah, that Asgard, man. Good stuff.
I love it.
Can I ask one
Beautiful.
more question? Can I ask you
Yeah.
one more? Someone, Evan Sanders asked, any more M-Turk collabs?
Probably. Actually, when Mike saw the Taurus,
Yes,
Exactly.
that's what I was
He's
hoping
like-
you'd say.
I need
He
me a
texted
Turk
me,
edition, bro.
what's going on with that one? Like, okay, so it's not released yet, but we'll see.
That's
Very
awesome.
nice, very nice.
That is awesome, man.
And Palmer's Powders, he did a great job, great guy. And I'm actually powder coating myself right now.
That's awesome.
So he tells me, you do this, do that, get this, get that, whatever. So if I saw Palmer last time here, so thanks so much, man. You're watching this.
Yeah, I'm sure if he's not catching it right now, he'll definitely be catching the replay. Ashton's a good dude, one of the Stooges. So big shout outs to Ashton, man. He does fantastic work. I've got a couple mods done by him too. Like he did this Kennedy for me.
Really beautiful.
He did this unicorn vert for me. Got a couple other mods in the lineup getting ready to be sent out and done up too. So big shout outs to him over there. But of course, Oscar, thank you so much, man, for coming on and
Hey,
joining
bro,
us.
they're asking me if you milk the cows.
Oh my fucking God.
Yes. Oh God, I love you guys in chat. You guys are awesome.
See that.
Michelle, God, I love you, Michelle. All right, so let me see here. Let me scroll up in chat. What's this? Any Turk? Oh, we already got to that. So I don't know how much more time you have, Oscar. We don't want to keep you any longer than
5 minutes.
All right. Awesome, man. Well, of course, like we said, guys, definitely go check out OJ Mods on Instagram. Of course, check out Infinite Mods as well. If you guys want to grab up one of these Hyperions, absolutely beautiful and solid performing mechanical mod. You guys can keep an eye out for that new mod coming very soon.
Keep an eye out for the Tauros, damn it.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for it. Again, OJ, Oscar, thank you so much for joining us and just kind of letting us get to know a little bit behind the OJ mods and Infinite mods. A little bit behind the curtain, get to see what's going on with you guys
Thanks
over
so
there.
much. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much for the invite. I appreciate it.
Definitely. So what we can do real quick, these two guys, is I do want to take a second to shout out all of our amazing sponsors because we haven't had a chance to do that yet. So I do want to take a second to shout out Rescued E-Liquid. You guys already know we are big Rescued E-Liquid fans here. Ben is one of my all-time favorites. It's actually one that I'm vaping on currently in the buffet. It's a guava lemonade. They have their new line that they just dropped very recently, Pack Leader. They have Mika, and Nico is coming very soon, which is a snickerdoodle custard. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. So definitely go check them out, rescuedeliquid.com. Use the code Ohmies. That'll get you 10% off. And you can use the code 20 for $20 off a $120 order. Of course, another huge shout out goes out to the CBD dispensary, aka purecbd1.com. You guys can go over there to their website and grab up any of your CBD needs, whether it be topicals, edibles, pre-rolls, whatever you're looking for your CBD ailments. You can go check them out there, purecbd1.com. Use the code SHEDTIME for 10% off. And of course, huge shout out goes again to OPMH Project. You guys know we love the fountain lineup. The Real Deal Custard lineup is solid as well. And of course, if you guys want to check out a award-winning tobacco line, check out Watson from OPMH. They not only do distro, but they do wholesale. They do wholesale and distribution. Sorry, I got tongue-tied there. But you guys can go check them out, opmhproject.com. So with that, I think it's time for a little bit of a What's in the News segment. What do you think, Corey? Should we just hit him with it right now?
Yeah, might as well.
It's time for a little bit of What's in the News with Poon Sauce.
Okay, so we all know there's been a lot of different studies out there that have been debugged. I mean, the popcorn lung thing, of course, the most recent one, the THC cartridges, and them thinking vaping has caused a lot of the lung illnesses that's going around. But I guess early last spring, Mr. Scott Gottlieb, right as he was walking out the door of the FDA, he decided to kind of throw a little warning to America that fucking vaping can possibly cause seizures. And based on of like, was it 35 self-reported incidents over, I guess. So there's a lot of studies that have been done on this. If you haven't seen it, this is on Vaping 360. I know our lovely moderator, Miss Livia Lee, is she about to drop it? Hopefully she is. Otherwise, I can do it. And of course, when somebody comes out with these kind of claims and really doesn't have a lot to back it up, kind of gets the community kind of pissed off, because of course, we all know what you're trying to do. You're trying to ruin the credibility of this industry that's helping save millions of fucking lives. But you're also creating claims out there that, in my opinion, it comes down to just fear mongering. It's what it is, because you're trying to put out these claims that you have no evidence to back up, just from 35 incidents that happened, that you're going to say, let's link it to that. So
Guys, I'm sorry to interrupt. I have to go.
No
Later,
worries,
buddy.
Oscar.
Yeah,
Thank
later.
you so
We're
much for
hanging out.
joining us.
Have a good one, Oscar.
it was a pleasure, man.
Great meeting you. I appreciate it a lot. Sorry for my English. And
No
thanks
problem,
so much
man.
for
Dude, you did great.
I appreciate it.
All right, man. We'll see
Bring
you.
back. And next time, if you ever invite me, I'll be pleased to come back.
Oh, we would love to have you
Yeah,
again.
sure.
Definitely, man.
Thank you so much.
All right,
Have a great
Oscar.
day.
You too, man.
Bye.
Shizzle.
To kind of add to what you were saying there too, Corey, I was reading this a little bit, just to add to the whole that it causes seizures. It says there's little chance that anyone could vape or parentheses or smoke, which of course doesn't apply here, enough nicotine quick enough to cause actual nicotine poisoning. The little nicotine buzz some teenagers chase with the Juul isn't even in the same league as an actual overdose, which involves a whole series of escalating symptoms before reaching the seizure stage. So like there's absolutely no way a person in any normal aspect is going to
Situation.
vape that much nicotine to where they're going to cause themselves to have a seizure. It's not possible.
You would have to get like a bottle of pure nicotine
Yeah.
to even try
Yeah.
to do that and
And just
chug it.
thinking about the whole, it just bugs me when people come out with these accusations, that especially when like the whole popcorn lung thing, and how when they debunk that, for the diacetyl to actually take effect, you would have to be vaping just about as much as you're breathing in a day
Yeah.
for it to be somewhat effective. But that's just not logical. They're putting out these kind of claims that are just not logical with the studies they're doing. Oh, if they vape this much nicotine, they're gonna eventually cause seizures. No, that's not in the fucking cards. For a normal human being who vapes, that's not gonna happen.
And this
Well, it's
just
the same thing.
go ahead, Dan.
Well, it's the same thing when they say like there's more in cigarettes than vaping. So if people aren't getting popcorn along with that, how the hell would you ever get it with vaping? Right?
Yeah.
But that's not the narrative anymore because vaping's the enemy.
And this just goes to show that you can't just take a headline and believe it for truth. You know what I mean? Because if you were just to read this headline and believe it, it's obviously you're just completely uninformed. But if you were to read this headline and actually research, you would go and find that this is complete BS. And this is why we always tell you guys, don't believe any headline you're seeing for truth. You know, always do research, always do your digging. Of course, one thing we want to suggest too is when you see these inflammatory, you know, headlines or links or stories going around, don't share them, guys, because the more you share them, that brings more views to them, which means they're going to pop up more in searches, or they're going to pop up more in, you know, your Facebook feeds and stuff like that. If anything, you can screen
more of those type of articles. Honestly.
Exactly.
I got something to add to this as well. I don't know if you guys saw in Discord in the news and advocacy, Saddle Horse Blues posted something where he does like a blog and he's got all the articles of debunking everything all lined up. So I'm going to drop that link in chat.
Please do.
So anytime someone comes at you with something, you can put this at like, I have it pinned like onto my web browser. So anytime someone comes up, well, popcorn lung this, boom, here's this article. So it's your reference sheet. And I'm pretty sure he updates it regularly. So I'll drop that in chat. And boom, there it is. So go to it after the show, whatever. Now save it, come back to us because we're not done here.
Oh no,
but
we're never done.
Yeah, anytime you need to reference something, you click on that and boom, here's popcorn lung. Boom, here's seizures. Boom, you know what I mean? Like that's everything instead of, because I know I'll go find an article, read it, and then I forget to save it. And then later I'm sitting there looking for it, or I'm asking one of you guys or asking someone in the community. So he's like done it all for us. So boom, there you go. Save that, put it on your web browser. That way you can always refer to it. Sound good? Also, shout outs to Q80 Vapors Aziz in chat. He should be on this side in video with us, but he's not because he has chores and homework to do. So now that I've shouted you out, go finish that up.
Well,
I'll be home to tuck you in later.
Well, since we skipped him at the beginning of the show, maybe we should do little vape buffets now and then tie that into our, you know, Ohmies playlist choices of this week. So you do your buffet and then throw out your two choices for the playlist. How about we do that? Sound good?
Gotcha.
All right. So with that, I'll let you start off, Dan.
Okay. Tonight I will be vaping on pretty much the same things I always vape on because I'm a broke motherfucker and I'm not affording anything else. So Vert, RDA for vaping. Side note, anyone see Coil Turd's got Palmer's powdered coated vaping.
Yep.
RDAs.
10 white, 10 red.
They look fancy and I want it. I got that. Duo, the peach raspberry.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so good. We got together this Saturday and everyone tried it and half of them were like, that's really sweet. And Corey's like, oh, I love it. I got that. Got that .mod AIOSE. My coil finally, it lasted me 3 weeks. Put the RBA in, got some iota 35 milligram salt. It's like a peach, mango, mint.
I knew that thing was starting to go.
I know. Did you see how many people were grabbing it from me Saturday night?
Oh, yeah.
Stratum Zero with the Gear RTA. This is my tribute to Brian, the Vaping Canadian. I always have this set up when he comes around. In that, I snagged some of Sammy Nitro's juice when we were there Saturday called Angel. It's some sort of like red velvet cinnamon desserty awesomeness that I was like,
you have my attention.
Yeah, it's only in Canada, but it's phenomenal. And when he wasn't
to move to Canada, then
when he wasn't looking, I filled my tank because it is awesome.
You said red velvet, you got my attention.
I could be like, I want to say we kind of like broke it down. We think it's like red velvet cinnamon cake. It's really good. And now
I need to get back on that journey because I've been trying to do a red velvet cake juice for like a long time now.
And you want one of my songs, or are you wanting two right now?
You can throw them both out, bro.
All right. So, first of all, I'm going to hit you guys with some old stuff. Does anyone remember the first Chevelle CD that ever came out?
Yeah, dude.
With the Red, Closure, all those good songs. I'm going to have to pick, is it Family Systems? Was the first song off that CD. Right? That sound right?
I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing song. Love it. Starts off the CD and it just gets you in a good mood. Next track, we're going to go to another...
Train time?
Train time.
time?
I get a train now.
Take a break.
We totally stole that from That's What She Said. We do not get
I know,
credit
but
for
I
that.
get a train now because we live near.
I helped create the show, so I'm allowing it. Let's do
Where's
this.
the
Yeah.
so
It took
it's only
forever.
fair.
Yeah,
Did you see how awkwardly I said that too? Like, train time?
yeah. 'cause
Like,
it's,
I
not
was like, wait,
normal
this
for
is
us.
not the right
Like,
show.
when the fuck did Danielle jump into the Zoom?
Yeah.
What just happened?
Oh, anyway, sorry, Dan. What's your second choice?
Second song off their first CD, Stone Sour. Orchids.
Oh, bro. Stone
Ooh,
Sour.
nice.
Orchids.
Nice.
I was gonna do Get Inside, but we'll do that later. Orchids is really good. Love that song. That CD is fucking phenomenal. Those are my two for the week. Also, if anyone didn't know or saw my post on IG, Corey's got the list on Spotify. I'm gonna update my list on YouTube Music. So if you don't have Spotify and want to check the playlist out, you can go over to YouTube Music and find Vaping with the Ohmies Volume 1. It'll be there too. Clown, what do you got, buddy? I'm passing it off to you.
Let's see. Since we had a modder and all that, I did bust out this guy right here.
Nice.
The
Yeah.
Monarch. Got the Recoil Rebel DHD drip tip. Got a juice that like the company doesn't really exist anymore, so I don't really care. Then got the that guy, the Topside Dual, type from BTD, and in that I got some of that menthol. Again, the only menthol I could vape, which makes me happy either way. And then lastly, rounding it out with the Squevo, Citadel, and I got some Tropica in that guy. Then for songs, mostly because like I've been re-exploring my musical taste since doing all this. And one day I just got like in a weird country kick, and I remembered Brad Paisley's Alcohol.
Bro.
One of the best drinking songs ever. That shit cracks me up.
Dude, he could play the shit out of that damn Telecaster too, bro.
Yeah, no shit. And then the other song is Tori Vasquez, Asshole. You want to hear an awesome song? That is a great, great song.
Very nice. So who you gonna throw it to, Clown?
Poon Sauce. I know you're typing, but
Okay, I'll do your second song after this. Okay, let's see. I got Cycloid with the Jenna. I got Stack Action, Overpowered.
Did you say the Jenna or vagina? You said it so quick. You were like, Segomod, vagina.
I'll let you be the judge of that one. Oh yeah, and inside the Cycloid I got Bule Bolu. And inside the stack I got our lovely sponsors, Vengeance, in there.
Also, guys out there in chat, don't forget to drop some of your suggestions because we're gonna pick one from the chat to throw on the playlist as well. So, and you guys think of a song, throw it out there. Go ahead,
And
Corey.
then I just got this back in working condition again, so I've been using it nonstop. I got the Caliber with the RDA for vaping on top. And inside of there, I got... You guys are going to hate me for this. Dan's going to fucking hate me for it, I know. Because
so
it's,
bad.
it's turning into one of my new favorite liquids.
Ugh.
I got some Twisted Sunday from our good
just
friend.
send me like a small 10 ml bottle so I can try it.
You'll half a mil and you'll be like, nope.
I don't know. I have different tastes
I'm
than you
sorry,
guys. 'Cause,
Kent. I tried it. I'm not a fan. I'm so not a fan that Corey is about to vape it in my house, and I was like, you go outside and you better not vape that in my car because I don't want to smell it.
It's delicious. I don't know what it
no,
is.
see, that's what I'm saying. I want to give it my own track because, like, I know you guys like the Bole. No, not for me. Can't do it.
There's something with the recipes with Indonesian juices that are just catching my
It's like English juices are very different too, man.
Was that it for your buffet, Corey?
That's it for my buffet. And my two songs I'm going to add. First one is called, hold on,
It's called Hold On?
Nope. It's called Make War from
Just one more day.
First to Last. It's a band I enjoyed during my little scene days of long hair, but they recently, like a few years back, came out with newer music, and it's like nostalgia city for me, and I love it. And then the second song I have is from a band called Monuments, and they came out with a new song called Animus, which I'm digging because they just brought on one of my favorite YouTube vocalists as their vocalist, and he kills it. So that is going to be my second one. What about? I think you're all that left.
Yeah, I think it's just me, man. So of course, since we had Oscar on from OJ and Infinite, of course I'm rocking my Hyperion Turk Edition RDA for vaping. On top of that, got a Stay Gold chop top tip, and threw in some superb white currant on the inside of that. Sorry, something caught me in the back of the throat. Next setup I've got, you guys saw it in the cloud check this morning, Recoil, OG Recoil, on top of the clutch from Davpo SQ and Mike Vapes. Of course, got a Macron tip from DHD on top of that, and some boom coated from the fountain. I'm actually going to be finishing this off tonight. Next up, I also broke out my Monarch as well, Shed Time, with the Axial Pro on top of that. Of course, color changing chop top on top of there, and shout outs to Rescued, some Ben inside of that, because Ben is absolutely delicious. And for my two songs, first one is going to be from the Beastie Boys, and it is going to be Brass Monkey, because I love the Beastie Boys. Brass Monkey was one of my favorite songs growing up as a kid. Anytime it comes on, it just gets me amped. It gets me pumped. So definitely going to be throwing that on there. And for my second one, I want to do something a little bit different. Something out the norm. I'm probably going to go with... Dude, this is hard. This is hard because I want to do something that I normally wouldn't pick. Something from back in the day.
Back in the day.
Something from back in the day.
Thinking poppy? You thinking rock?
No, dude, I'm thinking
country?
I'm thinking
R&B?
I'm thinking.
You only got so much time.
Yeah, I've only got so much time. That's right. That's right. You know what? I'm gonna go with totally lost it. I had it and then I lost it. Had it and then I lost it.
You pulled a poon sauce.
I did, bro. I pulled a poon sauce. You know what? I'm gonna go with another Beastie Boys song, and I'm just gonna go Intergalactic, bro. Intergalactic by the Beast. Oh, see, I should have waited for Cloud King Cody. Hey Ya by Outkast would have been a great one.
Well, we'll pick his this week then.
Yeah, you know what? Damn, boom. There we go.
Boom.
Dunzo. So those are our playlist choices. That is what we were vaping on tonight. Of course, big shout outs to Oscar from OJ Modz and Infinite Modz. It's an absolute pleasure to get to chat with him and, kind of learn a little bit about his mod making process and, some of the new stuff coming to Infinite Modz. Super stoked for that. Of course, you guys can definitely stay tuned for, cool stuff happening here on the Ohmies. We got some cool plans, for some guest ideas, some maybe like show mashups where we might be having like two panels coming together. So definitely stay tuned for that. Of course, what we'll do is we'll just talk about what we got coming up on our various channels and various social medias and stuff like that. So I'll throw it over to, we'll start off with Clown. What you got coming up this week, bro?
We have Wolfbite on Wednesday at 3 p.m. over on my channel, and then we have I will be doing a live vlog on Thursday, and hopefully I get my lazy ass up and start editing some videos because I have like 4 videos recorded, and I just haven't had time to edit between work and trying to get some rest. It's been a pain, but be on the lookout.
Very nice. What about you, Corey?
Yeah, you can Wednesdays, of course. Me and Sean over at my channel for another episode of What's in the News. if you kind of liked what we talked about a little bit here with different things getting debunked, that's going to be probably our main topic of discussion this week. So we're going to dive deep into a little bit. We're going to kind of go through everything that's happened and all the things that debunked, how it was debunked, and just what our opinions on it is. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And of course, at the end of the show, we usually have something fun happening. So it's always a little fun little twist.
Very nice. And what about you, Dan?
I have nothing going on. I never do. I
Wait.
support these guys wholeheartedly. Follow all their channels. Fucking follow the Shed Time podcast over on SoundCloud. I know James probably gonna mention it. Maybe not. Maybe I reminded him. What the fuck ever. I got to listen to both episodes the other day, and they were phenomenal. Love it. Keep it up. Keep doing that thing.
It is that time, isn't it, Dan?
It's that time.
It's that time. It's
It is
time.
that time.
It's guys. It can't be vaping with the Ohmies without Dan's dad joke of the week.
It's a good one.
Well, let's hope so.
What do you call a man who cries while he pleasures himself?
I don't know.
A tear jerker.
Oh my god. I'm so glad that you don't read these to us beforehand, so that we literally get the how
Like,
the
these
full.
are genuine reactions.
Yeah. Oh my god, Dan. A tear jerker. Well, that one's a knee slapper.
God damn it! I wish I knew somebody was gonna fucking say that. Go fuck your
Corey.
So, of course, guys, thank you guys all for tuning in. Like Dan said, the Shed Time podcast is happening over there on SoundCloud. You can check that out. We have 2 episodes up as of now. A new one is coming this Sunday, so stay tuned. It's a bi-weekly thing, so one will happen this Sunday. Not next Sunday, but the Sunday after, we'll have another one. We just got done recording that this past weekend. We had a lot of fun. Little sneak peek just for the title of the episode. It's Tales from the Shed. So just, you kind of have an idea of what's going to happen there. So definitely stay tuned. We had a great time doing that. Like I said, that should be going up on Sunday. Of course, I apologize. No video went up this Monday on my channel because, Super Bowl and, a couple other things happened this weekend. I just didn't have enough time to get one up and together. But definitely going to be putting one out on Wednesday for you guys, so stay tuned for that. And, of course, the Green Room happening on my channel every Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern with Sean Typhon, Overdrip, and, of course, myself and all that good stuff. So thank all you Ohmies for hanging out with us. Stay tuned for next week right here for episode 41. We might have a guest. We might not. You'll just have to wait and see. Throw up those cloud checks too on Instagram. Tag us, Vaping with the Ohmies on Instagram. If you guys tag us, we will repost them on the page. We like sharing them. We like seeing you guys, getting all amped up for the show, just like I do every Monday. It's something that I look forward to. I look forward to doing my little, story on my drive into work, my cloud check on my first break, kind of telling you guys what to look forward to when it comes down to the show and stuff. We'd love to see what you guys are vaping on and see if you guys are pumped up for the show too. So throw up one. If you're not in the Vaping with the Ohmies Facebook group, I also posted up there as well, where you can either just, throw up like a little picture of whatever you're going to be vaping on throughout the day. We want to know. We'd like to hear it.
I have an idea.
What's up, Dan?
We need a hashtag for Mondays. Like, we need like a good one so we can put up IG posts just like how we do Throwdown Thursdays.
We should.
We need someone in chat, whatever, whoever's watching this, you want to email us, our email, vapingwiththeohmies@gmail.com. Let's get a good hashtag. Maybe I will send you something for the winner of the hashtag. How's that sound?
Ooh, yeah, guys. So send us some cool Ohmies hashtag ideas for Mondays that we can start doing. Maybe we can do like a little, Monday type thing like we do for the Throwdown Thursday, where we can kind of get pumped up and get amped up for the day. So definitely throw us those. Already getting some in chat. You guys gotta send them to the email. Send them to the email. But of course, with all that being said, guys, we're going to go ahead and just wrap this up right here. Of course, go over to the Mingos channel. Go check them out after this, 6:30 Pacific, over there on the Mingos channel. Great show with a great group of dudes. And who knows, you might be seeing them here on the Ohmies very soon. So with all that, we're going to end it with all those positive vibes. Crisp by fives, and let's just vape on, Ohmies.